Hello and welcome to another opportunity to lose weight and to burn fat. And today's topic is how to lose thigh fat. Yes, today it's all about your thighs. No, it's not about a thigh gap, even though that can be the result. It's about losing fat on your thighs. And the first thing that you should do if you want to lose fat on your thighs is to don't just choose any sport. I mean, choosing any sport is better than no sport, but you should choose a sport that specifically focuses on your thighs. A sport that allows you to build lean muscle mass in the area where you want to lose fat. That's why I always say, if you, for example, want to lose belly fat, then it's a good idea to focus on exercises that allow you to build lean muscle mass on your belly and in the belly area, because then your body has an easier time to burn fat in this specific area. And the same is true for your thighs. If you want to burn fat on your thighs, the best thing you can do is to focus on exercises that specifically allow your body to build lean muscle mass in this area. And exercises that do that, for example, is running, volleyball, cycling, dancing, and swimming. All these different exercises or sports, however you want to call it. I mean, some people say, hey, I'm going to do swimming, it's a sport for me. Others say, I'm going to do it as an exercise. Okay, when it comes to volleyball, I think we should call it a sport. But let's not be so German about the words. It's enough that I'm German. So when it comes to the sport that you choose, it's a good idea to choose a sport that focuses on the area where you want to burn fat, in this case on your thighs. And what you also want to do is to change your diet from processed food and sugary drinks to a more whole food diet and healthy smoothies if you enjoy smoothies. The healthier you eat, the easier it will be for you to lose fat. That's true if you want to lose fat on your arms, on your belly, or in this case on your thighs. So in case of saying yes to the burger and the French fries, why don't you say yes to the boiled potatoes and the lean chicken breast, for example, or the vegetarian dish? In the beginning, it might be hard for your body to adjust to healthy food, especially if you used to sugary drinks and to unhealthy processed food for a very long time, because then your taste buds have to get used to the natural taste of food again. I mean, I still remember when I switched from a processed food diet, or I wouldn't even call it a diet what I was eating. It was just terrible. And as a result, I lived a very unhealthy life, or let's say my body was very unhealthy. I felt unhealthy. And when I then switched to a very healthy diet that included a lot of lean meat, lean chicken breast, for example, that included a lot of fish, vegetables, potatoes, sweet potatoes. As a result, in the beginning, I had a hard time to actually enjoy this healthy diet because my taste buds were so used to all that crap that I was eating before. But if you slowly but steadily make the change, your body will thank you for it, and your thighs will also thank you for it. And your thighs will also thank you for strengthening your muscles at the gym. And now we come back to the same principle that I mentioned before. You want to build lean muscle mass in the area where you want to burn fat, so strengthen your thighs. You can, for example, include lower body exercises such as wall sits, inner or outer thigh lifts, and step-ups. And you can, of course, also do squats. Hey, for example, I just have an idea. Why don't you start a 30-day squat challenge? Even if you're only able to do 5 squats in the beginning, or maybe just 1, do 1 or 2 or 3 squats more every day and do this for 30 days. And if you then also at the same time follow the advice I share with you in this episode, then it's almost guaranteed that you will lose thigh fat. And get an indoor bicycle or ride a bicycle outside or take a class. I mean, I'm from Germany and right now the weather is absolutely terrible. It's freezing cold, and in this weather I don't really enjoy to go out with a bicycle. So if you are also living in a very cold country, or if it's raining outside, why don't you get an indoor bicycle? Of course, you can also take a class. And when it comes to taking indoor bicycle classes, there's a very interesting study that I want to share with you. And this study is from the year 2010. And in this study, researchers discovered a decrease in body weight and fat mass in sedentary overweight women after 24 sessions of indoor cycling. And the name of the study, in case you want to look it up, is called The Effects of Indoor Cycling Training in Sedentary Overweight Women. So there you go. Sometimes all you need in life is a bicycle. And drink a lot of water because you need to stay hydrated and it's good for your metabolism. If you do the exercises that I shared with you, then it's a good idea to drink a lot of water, because you will lose water when you're sweating and you want to stay hydrated. But you should also drink a lot of water because you want to boost your metabolism, and your metabolism will be very thankful if you drink 1 glass of water more than usual, because water, especially cold water, has been scientifically proven to improve your metabolism. And speaking of your metabolism, why don't you put your body in full fat burning mode and allow your body's metabolism to really speed up with Java Burn? Java Burn is an all-natural formula that, when combined with coffee, can improve both the speed and efficiency of your metabolism for better fat burning results. And some of the ingredients of Java Burn are L-theanine, green tea, chromium-enriched yeast, and L-carnitine. And when it comes to green tea, the ability of green tea preparations to help with weight loss has been evaluated in a systematic review that included 14 RCTs. Those in the green tea group lost on average 0.2 to 3.5 kilograms more than those in the control group over 12 weeks. And this is just one of the ingredients of the Java Burn formula. And another ingredient, for example, is L-carnitine. And I want to read something to you from an abstract from a scientific study. Conclusions: L-carnitine supplementation provides a modest reducing effect on body weight, BMI, and fat mass. So there you go, these are some of the ingredients of the Java Burn formula, and that's why I'm so proud to give you the opportunity to invest in the Java Burn formula. And if you're ready to lose fat with Java Burn, then you can click on the first link in the description or go to loseweightpodcast.com/morningcoffee. And I want to be completely honest with you, if you decide to invest in Java Burn with the link in the description or by going directly to loseweightpodcast.com/morningcoffee, I receive a commission for that. But I only recommend this program to you because I truly believe in it. I've read countless research papers about the ingredients, and all of the research studies that I found indicated that Java Burn is a great supplement if you want to burn fat. And give your thigh muscles enough time to rest and to rejuvenate. Pauses are as important as working out. If you, for example, go to the gym, or if you say yes to the 30-day squat challenge that I talked about earlier, then make sure that you also include pauses, that you include rest days, because your muscles grow while you're resting, and you also don't want to overwork your muscles. You don't want to overtrain. But you want to remember that consuming too much salt can make your thighs bigger, but in this case, it's not fat. You just might think that it's fat. Water follows salt, always remember that. So the more you eat, the more water gets stored in your body instead of being filtered out by your kidneys. So be careful with your sodium intake. Also be careful with processed food, because processed food often contains a lot of salt, a lot of sodium, and then your thighs can appear bigger and you might think, I have too much fat on my thighs, but it's actually just water retention. And make sure that you provide your body with enough electrolytes. Electrolytes such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium compete with salt. So the more electrolytes you have in your body, the more electrolytes you consume with your food, which again brings me back to a healthy diet instead of a processed food diet. The more electrolytes that you have, the less salt your body will retain, and then as a result, your thighs will appear slimmer. And focus on a high protein diet and cut back on carbohydrates if you want to lose thigh fat. In a 6-month diet study, including 65 overweight and obese women, the high protein group lost on average 43% more fat than the group who was eating a diet that's very high in carbohydrates instead of high in protein. And 35% of the women in the high protein group lost at least 22 pounds. Which is about 10 kilograms. And now you are ready to lose thigh fat. Now you know how you can lose thigh fat. And I also want you to know that if you click on the second link in the description, or you go directly to loseweightpodcast.com/limited, you can skip the explainer video and directly order Java Burn for more than 80% off. So click on the second link in the description or go to loseweightpodcast.com/limited to get this amazing fat burner supplement.